Welcome, welcome. It is Paul Takeover Wednesday. I am your host, Paul Komics. I see everybody's in here for me. Talking about Wednesday, Pink Room Wednesday. I got my fellow co-host and guest tonight. We'll just start off with this guy right here, my road dog, the modern expert.
Yeah, thank you for explaining to me today what's happened the last 40 years in Thor.
Okay, I mean,
I
then okay,
remember
and
when
then
he I remember when he used to be a doctor and Jane Foster was a mere nurse instead of Thunder God. So
well, this is never mind. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the Monday Hall expert. Y'all seen him?
Hey
There he
guys,
is.
super excited
Why
to
is
be here
why
with
is
you
it?
here on Wednesday to
Wait a
back
minute.
up
Why is it so dark in there?
my main man Paul. Looks like we got a couple people shuffling in here. We're all super excited you could join us. We got some cool topics to discuss tonight. So
All right, and
pass
the
it along.
last person on here, I had to beg and plead for this guy, but he is here. Here he is.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you some audio today, but I'm here. Thanks for having me here. Paul, Carlos.
Carlos is not here.
No, but we know he's watching. So,
All right. Well, we will not see him, but we will hear from him. All right. I just want to take a little time out. A lot of people messaged me yesterday, but there was a tragedy in Uvalde, Texas, at the elementary school. So it was 19 kids and 2 adults. But I just want to take a little moment of silence for them, and we will get
absolutely.
started. You know, it was tragic. Me and my dad hunted out there in Uvalde, but like I said, tragic yesterday. We're just gonna do that, and then we'll just move along to comics. So. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for that. We'll see who's in the chat, and we'll get going. We got comic tracks. Well, we got Edwin Price in there first, but I didn't count that. Got comic tracks. Got general. Blame Paul for being late. I knew it. Carlos DLR. Oh yeah, nice. I think it's the anniversary of Star Wars. You're right there. Tracks for Pete Saki. He said Pink Room Wednesday. That's right. Paul Takeover Wednesday, not Pink Room Wednesday. And we got
Anniversary of Star Wars?
yeah, I think it is. Somebody was saying something like that.
You
Jonathan
guys weren't
Dodson.
alive to see it.
Yeah, I think it came out in 70 something.
77.
77. Classic. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Let's see what we got. Joshy Craft. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble over there. Somebody getting yelled
Uh-oh.
at.
Well, somebody's had it.
Yeah, Biggie Shaq. There's my boy telling me, Paul, what is up, buddy?
May 25th, General
Lab
Jedi.
Honey. Fling Games. Johnny Five Alive. Yeah, and then General said May 25th. Yeah, they said they celebrated it on Wednesday. Yesterday.
I had a
Okay.
brand new red Trans Am with the giant bird on the hood,
Yeah,
1977.
you can't be driving that now with these gas prices. But we are gonna talk about the teaser came out, and I think yesterday, or was it the day before, the full trailer came out, and it didn't disappoint. I really liked it. We got a few clips to break down, but I will get everybody's input on it. And for me, I'm ready to go watch it. I mean, it's just blew my mind, and then Gore actually looked pretty well from what I was told, but him turning dark. But we'll go to Mr. Price first. Go ahead, Mr. Price.
Yes, I certainly reviewed the trailer, and even though everything's completely changed from the way it was back when I started reading comic books. I thought that what I saw in the trailer looked fun.
Wait,
and
wait, wait.
entertaining.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be reading what I sent you.
What?
Go ahead.
Don't listen to Paul. Keep going.
The only thing I got from you was, "You coming?" And but no, it's interesting about Thor. I mean, actually, like I said, being an old guy, that was I've told people before, that was the first comic book that my dad ever bought me when I was like in the second grade. I asked him to buy me a comic book, and he at the Fresh Air Market they had one of those little spin racks, and he brought me back a Journey into Mystery 115, and
Exactly.
I've got about 3 or 4 copies of that laying around now. That's still one of my favorite books. But I started reading Thor, and I read it for years and years, and then I went to the first movie, which was probably about 10 years ago, and of course I'll go to see this movie too. But a lot of changes, and just have to roll with it. The thing I
Yeah.
like is, like I said, the guy looks like he's Jack Kirby always drew his people lovely and beautiful, and the guy's handsome, the girls are lovely. What God Killer and all those look pretty spooky.
God Butcher.
Butcher, whatever, yeah. But I'm, like I said, it looks fine. It looked good to me.
Okay, appreciate it, buddy. Best pow pow. Oh man, wearing the pow.
Yeah, I got two of these. Grandkids got me 2 of them. One says
It should
best
say best.
Paul. One says best Paul, and the other one says best Paul.
Yeah, it should say best modern guy. He knows all the modern stuff. We go
Yeah,
to him for the
that's
modern
me.
stuff. All right, we're gonna move it along to Mr. MT.
Hey guys, I obviously have watched the trailer a few times.
Man, why is it so dark in there, man? You ain't pay the light bill again?
No, don't pay no light bill. I guess
You're off the grid.
Can tune it up a
He
little
needs
bit.
money for comics.
He's off the grid.
He needs more money for comics.
Go ahead.
As most of you know, or those who are unfamiliar with me in particular, I'm a huge Thor fan. I've been reading Thor comics for decades, and I have a subscription. Comes to the house like 3-4 weeks after they come out in the comic book shops. But I knew that Gore the God Butcher was a pretty phenomenal story, the best story since Disassembled Ragnarok. And I'm really glad that they turned this into a movie. My whole thing, and I even saw that a Comic Tom had kind of covered this. I hope they don't make this too goofy. I kind of want to show you guys, those who are unfamiliar with this story. This had a very, very dark and serious tone to it. He's going around looking for the lost gods here, because obviously Gore the God Butcher kills a bunch of gods. You see it in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. So like he's got like gods hung up on meat hooks. I mean, this was a crazy story. Let's see here. I got post-it notes here to show you. This is another character. I don't know. I doubt we'll see this, right? But this is like King Thor, where he takes over the Odin. He's got the Destroyer's arm, and he's got a Odin sword and the hammer there. Really cool character. This is like the first image you see of Gore, right there in the hood. So kind of like muted in the background, right? I love this image of him on the winged horse here. I saw that for a fleeting glimpse in the trailer. You don't really know who's on it. I'm hoping we do get a scene like this. But so he's got this awesome, this is before he was worthy and got the hammer. So like, this is kind of like a multiple timeline story.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that in the story he was unworthy for Mjolnir, right? That's what you're saying?
During the first time he met Gore the God Butcher, he was just hanging out drinking with Vikings. He had killed some frost giant. They stuck the giant's head on a post outside the building. But this is what happens when this is the first encounter with Gore, the first time we see him, the first Necro sword, first time it appears as an image. But you can kind of see how Gore is emaciated. And that is very much in line with his origin that we'll get in for a little bit. But look what they do to his horse. They literally cut the horse's head off and show that in the comics. So this was a pretty heavy story, right? Some serious tones here, which made it really, really good, right? So Gore has his own little black horse, winged horse that Thor ends up stealing here, right? But just kind of wanted to make sure that people know what Gore actually looked like in the comics, because I see a lot of talk about how some people aren't fully on board with what they did with Christian Bale. And like, they paid top dollar to get an A-list actor in there. They're not going to make him sit in a chair for 12 hours putting prosthetics on, and then you can't see his facial expressions and he can't act. I think it was what I expected. I think he looks really, really good. So like the first time you see him in the trailer, is not that one. Sorry. Is this. This is the first time you see him in the trailer, right? And I don't think we're too far off from what's in the comic here. He kind of gets darker as the trailer goes on. Must be as the movie goes on. Like
I think that first panel, the other panel, no, the other one. Yeah, so this I think is when he finally goes and starts becoming evil, and then the other ones I think are more like after he starts killing, he starts changing.
Absolutely. This seems to be like, at least from what he says right here, he says all gods must die or whatever. This is easily part of his origin story. And then this is when he's starting to turn evil, and now he's like full on evil by this period in the movie. So like, I don't think we're too far off, from what's in the book. Does he have the little head tendrils? No, but like, you didn't see the head tendrils for the first couple comic books. That was something that came in during his origin story, really. So
All
here
right,
he is again.
Let me ask a question first.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. Let's strictly give his thing, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, I'll be pretty quick. I've never really read Thor or cared for Thor. I did like.
Yeah, I knew that your card already burned.
I did like Ragnarok. I thought Ragnarok was the best Thor film ever. And I think it's going to be still the best Thor film even after this film comes out. But I have been looking at the memes and stuff of Christian Bale. People are making fun of him and stuff like that. And I think I even though I've never really read Thor the God Butcher or Thor, I agree with trying to keep characters as close to how they look originally in the comics as you possibly can. I think about Bane. I mean, I didn't even know it was wasn't Tom Hardy in there until years later.
Oh yeah, Tom Hardy is playing.
That
Bane,
he was Bane, and he didn't even he had the mask over his face and stuff like that. And then I also think about what's his name, Apocalypse, how they completely destroyed his look with his face and height and everything like that. So, I mean, and I get it. I know they want people to see that it's Christian Bale, which is the same reason why all the superheroes ended up being without masks as the Avengers films progress, because they want you to see these A-list celebrities. But I'll see it, like everybody else. I'll have my opinion like everybody else. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, that was just kind of my biggest gripe from the trailer was that they didn't make the God Butcher look like how he did in the comics. That would have been really nice to have seen.
Okay, let's see. What was you asking? Go ahead, buddy.
I was just trying to figure out, and you guys tell me, the way I understand the Norse mythology and what Thor's based on and everything is they were Asgardians. They were immortal, but immortal meant an infinite lifespan. It wasn't like they couldn't be killed. So this God Butcher guy or whatever is able to kill
Gods.
immortals or whatever,
Well,
right?
do you remember how the Norse gods were able to maintain their immortality?
I don't.
The golden apples of Iden,
Ah,
IUEND, and like they had to keep eating the apples to
okay.
maintain, because there was the Aesir and the Vanir were the two etheric races of immortals, and all of the pantheon that we're familiar with, they're all part of the Aesir.
Okay.
But at any rate, they can be killed, obviously, and a lot of it depends upon what you consider them to be alive, because they go to Valhalla afterwards and live on forever there. So it's like this dimension or this plane, they can be removed from it. I guess that answers the question.
I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, Jane Foster being in there, Chris Hemsworth. I mean, I just looked at the trailer and then the way he was changing, Gore was changing. I was like, wow, this is going to be actually epic. I wonder what will happen at the end. Like when you were talking about her being a Valkyrie or about I thought this was. No, man, this is Paul Takeover Wednesdays, man.
But like, I see people love to pick apart anything they can, right, and make memes about things. And he did look like Fester in one of those images. I'll give you that. But like, I really don't think it's that far off. I wish they wouldn't have wasted the Necro sword on Hela, right? And we're able to use it in this movie. We could have got the Black Berserkers, which is his little dogs. His little dogs here. If I can just show this real quick, Paul.
Go ahead.
I also want to say how important I think this is. I don't think comic book artists get nearly enough credit, probably enough money for their artwork that really brings these stories to life. And it was just so awesome to be able to see Esad Rivik's artwork in this trailer. And let's click over to this. I mean, I just can't say enough about how cool it was to see this.
Free plays.
And there's his little black berserker dogs. That's what they kind of look like in the comics, right? But you also get his three granddaughters in this story. I don't think they're going to
go back to that. Go back to that picture again.
The Esad Rivik.
Yeah. So me and you discussed this, and I think a lot of it has to do with like comic book guys that are on produce or helping out in the movie. Because I mean, a lot of the Hollywood people ain't gonna. I mean, from that to go right from the comic, I mean, somebody's in there just helping them out with that storyline.
I mean, this is the first 1-for-1 comic book panel I think I can ever say has,
because right there he's chasing. I think he's trying to chase Gore, right? Because he's seeing
he's on
him.
the trail.
He's like a detective. He's trying to find where he's.
And that's a Donny Cates story, right?
That's a big.
No. This is
you know what? You know
what? I told you I don't read Thor, man. Who wrote
Jason
that?
Aaron's, man, not Donny Cates.
Donny Cates is so.
Donny Cates is writing
Donny Cates.
Hey, man.
I don't know why he's so hyped up. He's not. He's no.
Oh,
Jason
watch
Aaron.
it now. Watch it now. You get some hate mail.
He's no Jason
here we
Aaron.
go.
I'll say that.
I mean, so Strictly doesn't have his collector's card, so y'all give him some slag, man.
But I want to read what that guy is. He's Falagar the Behemoth, a patron god of the galactic frontier, champion of the Tournament of Immortals for 5 centuries straight. They say he wrestled black holes just for fun. Tell me that's not a heck of a promotion. That's like.
I mean, it is ran by Disney, so I don't know
Bruce
if you're going to
Lee
get
type
all
stuff.
that you want in there. So don't give your hopes up.
Just seeing the image, I think was and paying homage to the comic book artists that are so important to us who read comics and collect comics. I just think that was such an awesome. There's some things that are going to be cringy in this movie. We're just going to have to deal with that. But also, let's recognize some of the things I think were positives and were good. And that kind of brings me to this image. Paul and I have been talking a lot about this week, that they're dropping Easter eggs about the cosmic entities, right? And
so this is Jane Foster going into what, like some kind of
From what I understand, like she comes here to get powered up, and she's in this hall that has all these statues of the cosmic entities, right?
Right.
And what you're seeing here is the Living Tribunal, and we think that that's Uatu the Watcher in the back there, right? So here's the Living Tribunal in the comics.
Right. And you see them in the Doctor Strange when he goes through the different multiverses.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
They were judging somebody, I believe.
And he is the most powerful being in Marvel, unless you talk about the one above all, who's just like essentially he's either Jack Kirby or Stan Lee and can do whatever he wants. But you know what I mean? In continuity, in real stories, it's the Living Tribunal. And if you've been on the auctions, we sold a couple copies of those and talked about those. His first appearance is in Strange Tales 148. Classic image. So on the other side of this Pantheon, which Emergency Awesome showed the other half of this hall, I couldn't find that image, but the other half of the hall has eternity and infinity.
Yeah, eternity.
These are like cosmic opposites. One is about creation, the other one's about destruction. And this gets.
I thought it was like death and infinity or something like it.
Yeah, death was in there.
Right.
Emergency Awesome was thinking that both of these were statues in that room.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely look like you see eternity.
Then we see Warlock. Warlock's in the MCU already.
Mm-hmm. And then the other image you do see, and I saw this image, is Eon. And Eon is a funky looking dude.
Strictly told me about this character. What did you think about this one, Strictly?
I didn't say anything about this. I didn't dissect the trailer like freaking NT over here with a surgical knife.
Hey, man. That's what I told you and Edwin to do. What were y'all doing?
Yeah, that's what Paul demanded.
Yeah, what y'all do? Close y'all's eyes?
I read the memo.
I had to watch the thing twice and then also go to another one that analyzed it.
So here's kind of what I'm hoping for this movie. I'm hoping that Thor is the star of his own movie. I hope that he's in the final battle scene. He's the one that defeats Gore. Jane has her own deal where she's important, has powers. She's a lesser version of Thor, but still Thor. And then she goes on to become her own character in Valkyrie. It is a little cringy that they put her head on a guy's body. I can confirm that is total CGI Jane Foster's face on a dude's body.
Man, she really worked out for this role, man.
Yeah.
She worked out for this role, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
She ate her Wheaties.
Transgender.
Well,
so I'm going to do a giveaway. We almost made it to the giveaway. So.
Oh, yeah. Good point, Tracks.
So this came out this week. I got something.
Oh, yeah, it's the second print. I picked that up, too.
No, it's not second print. This is number 23. This is a whole nother book. I don't even think they make second print for Something's Killing the Troll.
Shoot, but this is crazy. They made about 6 of the number 1, something like that.
Yeah, well, they made number 1. Okay, so this is 23. This is the die cut cover. Jenny Frizen goodness. So I'm giving this away. So strictly your MT, if y'all put an N.
Yeah, I got a start line. I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Line.
So
okay, you got it?
y'all just put in, and this will be given away to somebody.
You doing the duck race?
Yeah, I got an old-fashioned duck race unless you want to.
Nah, go for it. Unless your internet is crappy.
No, my internet ain't crappy. Yeah, so y'all put in, and then will it strictly dissect the trailer again?
Shoot.
Hey, is Beta Ray Bill gonna stick his snout in anywhere in this movie?
I don't know. We're hoping so, but
Still
I'd like
some
to see that.
rumors.
Now's the time to do it. Shoot.
They already had him in Ragnarok as one of the champions.
Either this or the Guardians of the Galaxy film.
let's see.
Yeah, he would do well in Guardians of the Galaxy too. Absolutely. But at any rate, while Paul's setting that up, I did have one more little image to discuss that I thought was very cool. That they reforged Mjolnir to give to Jane Foster, and now it has this new power where it splits into all the little pieces and takes out the whole crowd of people and then comes back together. I thought that was actually pretty interesting. That wasn't from the comics. Something
so it's like a shotgun now. Okay.
Yeah, like a shotgun, a scatter weapon.
Yeah.
And I did hear that Jane or Natalie Portman worked out quite a bit, but I'm sorry to say that's not her body in the close-up trailer. But I'm sure she did work very hard.
And like I was saying before, I wasn't trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I just call it how I see it. But I will say that I am happy that Christian Bale is back in kind of comic book movies, even though it's not DC Batman.
Sure.
I hope he does well, man. I mean, this is kind of like one of the first times that I'm going to see him as like a villain.
Right.
Yeah, right. He was in what, American Psycho or
Yeah, I didn't see that though.
Hey, MT, can you read off the names for me?
Sure, buddy. Oh my God, really? Can't I just copy and paste?
I don't know.
Okay. Comic tracks.
Oh, no, hold on.
Sorry. Let's start up at the top. My buddy 4 Pete Sake.
Okay.
Mr. Comic Tracks himself.
Gotcha.
Right?
Paul, you got to press a couple buttons, man.
You got to let me know
I
when
can't.
you're ready for the next name.
Go ahead. Shoot them all out.
A channel favorite, Classic Vigil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, classic.
Gorillas Tag.
All right.
The Deadly Weapon X.
Oh, yeah, he ain't on here. Okay.
Johnny 5 Alive, no disassemble.
Okay.
Caleb Haney. Nice to see you, Caleb Haney. I believe I've ever seen your name before.
What?
Joshy Craft.
Oh, okay.
Josh.
All right, Joshy Craft.
NWO Comics.
All right, NWO
Comics.
Okay, Joshy Craft.
Another pair of channel favorites, Mr. Nash and Daniel Castro.
Okay.
Good to see you, Daniel, and Mr. Nash.
Okay.
Neon Kane.
Neon Kane.
Neon Kane.
Okay.
My good buddy Flynn Games.
Man. All right.
Another regular, Jonathan Dotson.
Oh yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Man, he hit me up. Asking if I was okay and all that, what that happened. So appreciate you. Okay.
And then my old time, good time buddy, Carlos DLR. Bought the first lot for me. I think I ever sold on the auction.
I mean, just tell me the name, man. You ain't got. You ain't got.
You just let me know when
Golly.
you're ready. I'm trying to fill airtime.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew Kai.
Andrew K. Is that what?
CAI.
CAI. Okay.
Jason
Ram.
D.
All right, man. That's my boy, Jason. D.
Irving Forbush. All right.
What?
Good job, Weapon X.
You
Okay,
ready,
that's
Paul?
it. Yeah.
Joffrey Castro. No, you still got more, buddy. So I'm trying and abbreviate these guys, though.
Castro. Okay.
You ready? Chris H.U.
HU. HU. Okay. Chris
And
HU.
and Omar S., who's disqualified because he wins way too many giveaways.
Omar S. in. Okay.
He is very lucky.
God, he's won a slab, probably 5 books from me.
Okay, what else?
Joey Bags, Joey 47771.
Joe 4771. All right.
Good old Four Brush Man. Now we're talking.
Yep.
He's Pop Pete and Four Brush Man.
Yep.
For
That's what I was
Rush,
saying,
man.
Irving Forbush.
All right, let's drop that end line. If someone would be so kind.
Hey, MT, you
Yes,
like Tales to Astonish, don't you?
Absolutely, I do. You know that.
Okay, so that's everybody.
Do you know the Thor connection with that title?
Well, he's.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably in maybe 6
see.
issues.
For Rush, man. Is there? That's somebody in there?
He fights the Hulk in 1 issue. He fights Iron Man
Okay.
or
Nobody's
Ant-Man,
listening to me.
Giant Man.
Okay, let's see.
Go on, tell us.
I don't recall, but it kind of reminds me, and maybe it was a prophecy by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby or whatever. But Bruce Banner.
No, Omar S. You have not just won 1 from me. No, sir.
I've got one to send Omar in my freebie box right now.
You won my first slab giveaway. I gave away a slab, one of the first auctions.
All right, we're ready. Here we go.
On this show, yes, Omar, you've only won 1 from me on this show. Neon Kane!
Damn!
In the Dracula Duck.
And the Dracula Duck.
Drac. All right.
Oh, I'm just teasing, Omar. You enter every time. All right, Neon Kane, you need to reach out to Paul Komics here. Make sure you send him right there is his email address. Make sure he has your mailing address.
Yeah, just
Instagram.
Send me on Instagram, and you are the
don't have
winner,
your
buddy.
Instagram up, Paul.
Hey man, I wasn't here to do the race again.
Yeah, what?
I wasn't here to do the race over again.
Do the
Can
race
you
over.
drop your Instagram in the chat there, Paul Komics?
Yeah, let me. I'll change it on here. Let's see.
Let me finish my 1 point about
Yes, please do.
Okay. The most interesting one I thought of was in Old Tales to Astonish, Banner had created this thing called the T-Blast weapon or whatever.
Okay.
And Thunderbolt Ross and them set it off and on the Hulk. And what it turned out to be was a time travel device.
Okay.
And it sent the Hulk like 500 years into the future. And things were basically like they are now. Everything was all to hell. It was like Mad Max or whatever. And you had like Earth's population had these little warlords like governing or whatever. And the Hulk shows up. And the main warlord was the Executioner.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
That I thought was a because they were immortals. They have a an infinite lifespan, and he was there. No enchantress, no cohorts, no anything, but he
Right.
was there, and I thought that was a great tie-in to things.
Yeah. Scourge is a great Thor character, and I like what's his nose that played him in Thor Ragnarok. They even had the scene with the two M16s that came right out of the comic books.
Oh yeah, because he had got him from Texas, from Midgard. Yeah.
Yeah, they were hunting hogs in Texas, right?
Oh, he got him from Texas. I don't know what he was.
Oh look, Tate Bum's here.
Tate, what is up, Tate?
So it was always interesting to me that like one of Thor's early arch nemesises was Zorako the Tomorrow Man, and they did a ton of time traveling in the early Journey to Mystery comics.
And some of his opponents, Mr. Hyde, I didn't think he was that potent. He seemed to be like way below Thor, and
like the Cobra.
But anyway.
Well, here's a question I have, and this will be for the chat as well. Is Christian Bale, the God Butcher, going to be a one and done like other Marvel villains, or is he going to be around for a while?
Funny you should mention that.
I think he's going to be like, what's his name? Killmonger, because people are going to relate to him. Like, the gods didn't help him, so he went and killed what he believed in. Like, I believe in gods, but they're not doing anything for me, so gods didn't want to save my people or my family.
Funny you should mention that, because I had a thought about where this could go, because they talk about how like Doctor Strange kind of had the evil incarnation of Doctor Strange, and I even have the next trade paperback to show this image.
Okay.
Galactus shows up. I
just want to say one thing. Hold on. Thank you, MT. You listened to what I said. I don't know what these two guys.
Memo, buddy.
Yeah, y'all get y'all's information going. Get it going, Strictly and Edwin. Go ahead.
So Galactus shows up, and after he spoilers, after he defeats Gore, they throw the Necro Sword into the heart of a sun, into a star, right? So he's like, well, we can't defeat Galactus. So he goes into the heart of the sun to grab the Necro Sword, right? And 2 pages later, he gets corrupted by it. And this is cool. I wish this would focus in a little bit better, because I'll just have to read this to you guys. This is, behold, the all black, the all father, the god of butchers, the Necro Thor. So this is like the first appearance of Necro Thor, who gets taken over and corrupted by the Necro Sword. And I thought that would be a cool direction to go, to have him overcome being corrupted or whatever. But we're getting a Scottish broadsword that he wields in the trailer. Not that Hela's version of the
so General's asking, will it lead to no?
Ooh, good question.
That's another thing that I think was a wasted opportunity by not having the Necro Sword in this movie. I think that he could have like stolen it from Hela's carcass or whatever. It was such a cool weapon. Let's just keep going with it. But who knows? Maybe they will.
Amara says, hell no.
Let's see if I have any other images. Oh, the other statue that was in there was of Death, and either she appears as a woman or a woman with a.
So what people don't understand in the Infinity Gauntlet, or he did that for her love and affection. He wanted to impress her. That's why he did the Infinity Gauntlet, to kill half of the universe. But they didn't even use that in the MCU.
And like, the more I keep looking at these images of him as Gore, it's not that far off. It really isn't. He doesn't have the head.
I like that
tempo.
one.
What
So
else do you
this one
want?
is this one I'm trying to think how did she get the hammer after Hela destroyed it pretty much. But it's you see right here, it's disassembling. But why do you show the image? What the
Oh,
hell?
you want me to keep it up? Okay.
Yeah, so you see that the hammer just shifts and then it's gonna come back to its full form. I thought that was pretty cool
Yeah, I did
to add
too.
that was shattered. So I thought that was pretty cool when I saw it. It's like pretty neat trick. That wasn't a neat trick. That was just a hat. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I thought I had the one where it comes back together. I was looking for that one there, but you don't really get to see the hammer in that one too well. But it is, you see it a little bit, but you don't see how it's all like.
I think it's going to be a little bit humor because I think Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth said, "I will not do Thor unless I could be comedic."
He can be a little goofy, right?
Yeah.
Which I wish we could get
because you see a little bit with him and the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's trying to say, well, you need to look in somebody that you love or something, and he keeps looking at him, and he's like, "What are you doing? Nothing." Like, come on, man.
I'm just like, and I know I don't want to get too deep into this. I am a little concerned that Marvel seems to like have this all-out war against the female form. We get plenty of like naked dudes or half-naked dudes in these movies, but like feminine forms are not desirable anymore or whatever. And I wish they wouldn't do that, or wish they would kind of show a little bit more balance there. But we'll take the good with the bad. I think there's enough to be excited about.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, it airs tonight or tomorrow? Tonight, right? The Obi-Wan show?
Taika Waititi does these comedies. If you saw Jojo Rabbit, was like a dark comedy that had a very serious twist at the end.
Well,
I thought Zeus knocking Thor.
Oh, Friday. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. No, I knew they moved so you're gonna have Marvel and then you're gonna have the Star Wars. So thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't say I share that opinion, General Jedi, but I hear you.
I guess I got to raise my hand to speak.
No,
sorry, go ahead. It's your turn, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I was just going to. I thought I thought that was very humorous. The scene where Zeus knocks Thor's costume off.
Sure, it was funny. Yeah. I don't have any problem with it.
I don't know why you thought that was funny. I didn't want to see that. Threw off my whole trailer. I was like, oh man, I don't want to see that.
Now, could you not? That's what you call comic relief in a serious movie.
No, that was for the ladies. That's what you call pleasing the ladies.
Yeah.
Is that what that is, Strictly?
Mm-hmm. It's just like Vin Diesel.
Don't make me say my slogan, Strictly.
Uh-oh.
I just want to thank MT. MT actually followed instructions. I don't know what y'all two were doing, but we'll get some more on. Give us some more on your input on it, Strictly.
Okay, man. I have no input. Like I said, I'm not a Thor reader, so I don't know what you want me to tell you.
What are you saying here, Jedi? You said the one with the hood being taken off looks like symbiotic behind him. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can take a look at that.
Oh, back in the background there. Okay, all right. I'm seeing that. Kind of like his black goo berserker things. I had not noticed that. Okay, cool.
I didn't notice that neither. Good eye, General.
What
do you think about that, Strictly?
What's the correlation between God the God Butcher and Null?
Just the sword.
Want me to go? Null first appeared in Thor, Gore the God Butcher series, where he's going through and finding on the trail of the dead gods, and he finds this light god and this dead or Light God and Dark God who have killed one another. They're both dead and laying there. And Gore comes across them and finds the Necro sword and takes it from.
Oh, come on, Biggie. Come on, Biggie. I ain't talking about him, man.
Anyways, Gore takes the Necro sword off this dead Dark God, and that apparently was the original incarnation of Null, or some incarnation of Null.
Wasn't it Noel and some god, and then he had killed the god or something like that?
Right, and that is like the first appearance of Null in any comic is actually in Gore or Thor.
Thor, God of Thunder,
the God Butcher
6.
story, and then I didn't read a whole lot of Venom, so I don't know how they retconned a lot of that into the, what is it, Clintar? Strictly, what's the name of the Venom homeworld?
Yeah, I think
Clintar?
it's called Clintar. Yeah.
But wasn't that the whole Noel? That was the whole Noel, wasn't it? The planet.
I didn't read a whole lot of that, so if anybody,
I think Donnie Cates did all that. But damn, Tate, I appreciate that, Tate. Damn, look at that. I can't go nowhere, Tate. Okay, we'll get since Strictly is shy right now for some reason. Go ahead, buddy.
That's an interesting comment.
Oh, he wants me to say something. Okay.
I just put it to you. I said, go ahead.
Oh, one thing. Let me mention to you, MT. I was just sitting here cogitating on that. I don't remember a single Thor appearance anywhere in Tales to Astonish.
He fights the Hulk.
That's in Thor.
Yeah.
No,
that's in Journey into Mystery.
You're going to make
the
me pull up the
Defenders.
comic
book.
MT.
That's not in Tales to Astonish.
You tell him, buddy.
I can picture the cover right now.
What'd you tell him, buddy?
You're making me Google it.
Yeah, you tell him, Edwin. There you go. You tell him, Edwin.
Tales to Astonish, number 59.
That's when he fought Giant Man. Man, that's the one with the Giant Man and the that's the one with Giant Man and the Hulk on the cover. First Hulk.
That's why you the modern guy, man. That's why I ask you about modern books, man. You are the man.
It is a battle royale between Giant Man, the Hulk, and Thor.
Okay.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's this information at? Hold on. We need facts here. Where's this? Where's it at?
On Marvel Database.
What number is it again?
Well, the cover has
59.
got the cover has got Hulk jumping Giant Man.
All right. Well,
Yes,
everybody heard it here first. It was, what did you all say? Journey into Mystery 59?
Yep.
No, Tales to Astonish 59.
Yeah, there you go. Man, you let him know, man. There you go. Thank you.
First Hulk appearance in Tales to Astonish 59, and then he takes over and becomes part of the series in 60. But like I said, I've got that book. I probably got 2 of those, and I don't remember Thor being in it. But
you probably were like,
you get old.
We're drinking a lot of. Oh, now you're gonna say you're getting old. You forgot, huh? You probably were drinking a lot of wine when you read it.
It could be. Hey, we're running out of time. Were we going to talk any about CGC?
I mean, if y'all want to, we can talk about it.
That.
Okay, so
I think that's a big deal.
So what Edwin Price is talking about?
I'm telling you.
Can I say it? Can I say
the
it?
way I feel about it, I'm ready to toss
it?
these crappers anyway.
Can I say it, please, sir?
What?
You gonna
Paul wants to set up the topic here.
Yeah, so there you go. Like, somebody has never took public speaking. So what my esteemed co-host is saying, CGC released an article, I believe, an article stating that since you have a subscription, you can look up all your serial numbers on your slabs, and it will tell you the greatest notes for free. So they're saying that they're going to take off all the stuff off of their labels, saying like if it has missing stuff on it or staple, then
It's not free,
reused or.
Paul.
But
It's not,
yeah, but you have to have a membership. If you have a
have to have a
membership,
membership.
with the
That's
like
right. You
90,
gotta pay for the membership.
And an expensive one.
only in the green and the purple will it say, restoration due to color touch or green missing the value stamp, something like that.
So
But
you
other
could
than
be
that,
buying a 6.0 copy with the staple pull or pop, and we won't know it unless you have the greater notes.
right? But you have to be a membership so
Exactly.
they can look up
you
the
have to be a membership.
Okay, what was your take on it, sir? Go ahead.
I thought it sucked, and like I said, I've got about 100 and some of these damn things, and I'm gonna bust them all open one day just because I hate this.
You know what? When I do another giveaway show, we'll just do a segment of you busting them open. Can we do that?
We ought to. Like I said.
I was thinking about you today, Edwin, as I was looking up prices on books. Like raw 9.8 raw copies are approaching the value of 9.8 slab copies on a lot of books.
No way, no.
Yeah.
Well, people are sick of getting screwed left and right, like I did with the two books I just sent in. The Star Wars 68 and What If.
You're right, Flynn Games, but you have to have a membership with them. Otherwise, you won't be able to see anything. So
that's right. And
the people that are buying these slabs online or what they're seeing like, hey, this thing has certain issues with the book that's got these flaws that they put on there, but they're no longer going to do that.
They won't even put incomplete on it.
Yeah, they're not going to put incomplete.
That I paid for the $200 membership.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I paid for the $200 membership to CGC, and I still have to spend $5 to find out what grader notes are.
They're it's freaking crazy.
No, you need a membership. You need the cheapest membership. I think like $25 to get to see any of these graders notes.
Well, don't hold your breath till the next time I send them anything.
All right.
Are we doing a final giveaway, or is that it? We got about
hold on. We're gonna get Strictly's. Go ahead, Strictly.
Well, yeah. In my opinion, transparency is a good thing, and for whatever reason, and we're just all kind of speculating as far as what our opinions are of CGC not doing that. Of course, they're going to post something. They're going to give you the textbook answer, but it may or may not be true. But I go back to what Steve Borok said when he was on the panels, I think, in some of the other YouTube channels. He said that not giving somebody the grader's notes is like you bringing in your car to get it fixed, and we fix it, but we don't tell you what was wrong with it. You got to pay for us to tell you what was wrong with it.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
If it kind of makes sense. Yeah. And when he said that, it really kind of spoke volumes to me about how he felt about the whole grading process. And then somebody else I saw on Instagram, again, I don't know if this is true or not, but they think that, it helps sellers to sell books easier.
Right, Omar. That's what I had said. You have to do the cheapest tier and have a membership with them to see the graders notes.
Is that
like
true?
CBCS? I don't know now, but before, like, you could look at any of their slabs and you can see ticks or whatnot why it got that grade.
Yeah, CBCS doesn't always have the graders notes.
But as far as CGC, you got to have like the cheapest tier, or if anybody has an account, they can tell you, hey, like I've reached out to Strictly before, or I've reached out to countless guys that have an account, and I tell them, hey, can you tell me something on this book? And they're like, yeah, this is what. And like 70% of the time, it's almost accurate, but then you see like certain things, and you're like, what are they looking at? But anyway, that's another topic.
So I've been hearing
some people are upset about it, but
I've been hearing rumors for a long time that CGC was going to make their grader notes free. What is the news on that? Does anybody
know?
They do occasionally. They do occasionally send them to me with the submissions, but it's not going to be for everything. It's typically for something 9492 and lower. And even still, they don't send you grader's notes for anything under that. If it's a 9.6, they're definitely not going to send you grader notes. And I know people want
I
to.
mean, if it's free tracks, I'm gonna look. But from what I've heard people say, that they said that you have to have like the cheapest tier. So if that's true, then like I said, I've just heard it from other people what they've said and what I've read, and you know, what are you doing?
These ain't even the good stuff, and I'm telling you, about half of them are misgraded and need to be, like I said, I need a friggin' sledgehammer.
Well, this would be good. Like, we're all speculating on whether it's free or not. It would be good to know if that's true. That's what I want. I want someone to tell me yes, it's true, or no.
But
I'm
I think
just
that the
going by
issue,
what I read today, and there was no indication that it would be free at all. It's you have to have a membership.
well,
So
whether it's free or
therefore, if
not,
somebody's selling something on the eBay and you're buying something on eBay, and neither one of you has a membership, neither one of you will be able to get the grader's notes, and you won't know shit about what you're buying.
well, I don't think whether it's free or not. I think that the issue is that not everything is going to be listed on
right.
the banners.
Yeah, see there it is right here. This is well said. He said you need a membership, but there is a free membership. So maybe we've heard wrong. Maybe you could get it for free, but a lot of
I've
people
got
are
a free
upset that
membership, but I can't check any. MT said he had a $200 membership and he can't check anything.
I haven't tried for a couple months because
Well,
I'm just used to not being able to do it.
yeah.
Well, if you give me a minute, I'll tell you what. I'll put it on the screen and we can all read it together.
all right, we can
on
do
what
that.
it is exactly that CGC sent.
Well, I don't see why people would be upset then. I mean, because a lot of people are upset that they're taking it off the labels.
Well, yeah. You want to. If a book's got something wrong with it, that's the first thing you want to know.
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing here, Paul? We giving away another book?
We're going to give away another. We're gonna look at the article and then I'll give away a book, or if you want to, you can. It don't matter.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now.
Let's see if I can find something to give away then.
Don't matter, buddy. I got one ready if you don't. Oh, I got to write down. I forgot who it was.
Okay, I got it here. Let me share my screen.
Are you still visiting Dallas next month, Mr. Strictly?
Oh, you talking about Fan Expo?
I will talk to you about that after the show because I wanted to discuss something with you.
Okay, good.
Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah. Hold on,
Okay.
we'll make it bigger. All right.
So here's what it says: parameters modified for defects listed on CGC labels. Because CGC memberships now have free access to graders notes, not as many defects will be listed on the certification label.
Let's see. So from
here we go.
Membership.
Based on the feedback from prominent members of the collective community, certified guarantee companies implemented a change that will reduce the number of defects that are identified in a comic book label. And here they are. Traditionally, stickers. Certain defects were listed on the CGC label if they were present on a certified comic book, which were also recorded on the comic book graders notes. Because CGC memberships now have free access to graders notes, this redundancy is being eliminated from the label for the presence of the following defects.
CGC members now have free access, so you got to be a member.
So it says stickers, Siamese pages, punch holes, staples added after manufacturing,
detachments, tape detachments. That's not important.
Fully split spine, tape, significant missing parts from the cover, lamination, miscuts, puzzles, or coupons filled out. And
miscuts. They shouldn't even be looking at miscuts anyway. That's bindery issues.
In the last 3 paragraphs, CGC will continue to identify on the label any significant pieces missing, pages, wraps, or inserts from the interior of a comic. Each comic book's grade will reflect all missing parts, and those missing parts will be recorded in the grader's notes. says CGC is discontinuing the use of the term incomplete on its label, as well as the terms affect story and does not affect story when parts are missing from the interior of a comic. The CGC label will continue to display restoration, conservation, and qualifies as we have in the past, including married parts, color copies, wrong parts, coverless comics, individual wraps and pages, multiple pages, additional inserts, and unverified signatures on the cover.
Hey, go back up to the first paragraph if you don't mind.
Hey, real quick, I gotta step away. Here for a second, but I'll give this book away, Paul, if you want to run a raffle.
Do go back up to the first paragraph.
Collection. Okay,
right there.
Traditionally, certain defects were listed on CGC label if they
hold on. There you go.
If they were present on a certified comic book, which were also recorded in the comic books graders notes, because CGC membership now have free access to grader notes as redundancies being.
It should say, based. Go back. I think it's up the first paragraph.
You mean up further?
Up further.
Oh, based on feedback from prominent members of the collecting community.
No, right. Talking about... I think that should be replaced with based on the new board of directors.
Yeah.
Ain't no friggin' prominent members of the collecting community saying you need to leave stuff off the.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Wow. Okay. Well,
just like I said, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I'm gonna use someone someday to bust open about 150.
We can do it on the giveaway show, man. You can bust them out.
Just to show, like I said, maybe that'll go viral or whatever, because I hate these sumbitch plastic misgraded things. Probably open them up and they got coupons cut out of them.
All right, everybody put their name in the inline. I mean, well,
hold on. I get it.
Oh, okay. Put starting line. And we will, there you go. Just write in. And I will be back, I guess.
I found out an interesting thing from the other group today, CBCS, that if you send in modern books that need a press and don't buy a fast track service, that the estimated time is 71 weeks.
That's it?
I thought that was pretty good. 71 weeks.
I don't feel so bad anymore about my
I feel
turnaround
bad.
Time.
These some bit, like I said,
let's see.
13 friggin' months. It'll be 14 going into June. And I also looked on CBCS is located in Texas. I looked on the Better Business Bureau site. There are
they're in Dallas.
Complaints against them, and they've had to give a lot of people their money back and grading fees back and all kind of things.
Yeah. Let me see here. Paul, are you writing down the names?
Yeah, I'm about to start getting them down.
I could probably get them faster than you. Actually, no, I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't have my second screen, so.
Yeah, I don't got it. Put no second screen. Let me see what I could do. Let's go with this one.
Yeah, there's getting fewer and fewer slabs in my PC these days. I'm just enjoying comic books for what they are.
Yep, I think the tide is changing back to people saying, hey, I can find a raw book and get somebody competent to grade it for me. And then I'll be satisfied with it. It doesn't have to be hermetically sealed.
Guys, I think they're BlackRock or something like that. They did not buy CGC. They own about 65% of CGC. They bought a large portion of CGC.
Well, once you own 51%.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So that's and they're a large investment firm. which I don't even know why they did that anyways, because, and it makes me wonder, did they just buy the CGC, the comic book portion, or did they buy the coin grading and the card grading and all the other portion of certified guarantee? Is it just the comic book part, or was it all of it?
Hey, looky, first real Thor.
First real Thor?
That's what it says.
But that's Thor with 2 R's.
Yep. And those look like the Saturn men that appeared in Journey into Mystery 83.
I agree, Jonathan. I'll highlight your comment. It is all about the money.
Exactly.
The dollar,
Exactly
dollar bill.
right. That needs to be a quote and published.
Mm-hmm.
You put a inline for me quickly.
Pull out your Journey into Mystery 83 and look at the Saturn men.
I do not have one of those. Sorry.
I tell you, Lee, Kirby, and Ditko were absolutely great with taking their old monster stuff and turning them into superheroes. God, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, the Hulk, Doctor Doom. Who didn't they turn into the old monster stuff? It's genius.
I doubt it. Classic Vigil.
No, I'm going to hang on to that one. That's more my era. Classic. But if you got a reprint, or like I said, if you got a reprint or a Essentials Thor or whatever, look at Journey into Mystery 83. Look at the Saturn men, and it's very interesting.
Just want to thank everybody that's in here. How many people we got in here?
28.
28. Thank y'all. I know y'all are here for me, but I do have other panel members. So, but yeah, thanks to everybody. I appreciate it and the input that everybody has said. Take Prime, Daniel, I think. And let's see, we're going to Daniel. Daniel. Got NWO, Biggie Shaq. Appreciate you, Biggie.
29 watching.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, if y'all haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for Carlos.
Did you put me in inline strictly?
Yeah, I did that a while back.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Joe.
It's up to you if you want to add Omar S. He can. He's the only one left that came in after the inline.
No problem. I'll add him in. No problem. Omar S. has been supporter over here, so that's all good. Joe. Oh, man, my bad. Forgot 777-1. And Omar S. Okay.
Jedi, the only thing I'll say for sure is I got more slabs than I need.
Yep, I've been putting all mine on eBay.
And a lot of them have been, to be quite honest, more than one that I had have been cracked open.
All right, let's share the screen. There we go. Y'all can see it.
Yep.
All right. Let me see.
Do it like this, man. Give people a bigger.
All right. So there it is, the race. We are going to start it. Y'all see it, right?
Nope.
I see a white screen.
What?
Nope.
Oh man! What?
Refresh.
Wow. Do y'all see it or not?
Yeah, I see it now.
Do y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it, man.
We see it.
All
Hit
right.
start.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. Let me. All right. So
Nope.
we're gonna start. I got it for 45 seconds.
That
You have
last
one
one
drive,
was really
right?
quick.
There we go. There we go.
That's
Can't
going
see it,
on.
Paul.
Y'all don't see the damn race?
The polar bear race in the snowstorm.
Do y'all see the race?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know.
Refresh.
If
Hold
it
on,
is,
hold
it's
on.
color bleed.
Hold on.
There you go.
All right, y'all see the race, right? Okay, y'all see me shuffle. I'm about to shuffle.
You
All
stop
right.
using that gateway computer. Maybe we can see this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Windows Vista.
All right,
Nope.
there we go.
Damn.
Nope.
It's
There we
gone
go.
again.
Nope.
What is going on here?
All right, y'all see it?
Go to full screen.
Hey, man, we don't need people saying the race is rigged, man. Just start this thing.
Hold
Hey,
on,
we
man.
got a Trump duck. You know why we don't have a Biden duck?
He's asleep.
All right, y'all see it, right?
He's
Yeah.
he's not smart enough to know how to swim.
We got a Spider-Man duck in there. There we go.
There we go.
Duck
There
man.
we go.
Super duck.
Our ass off to an early lead.
No, you don't like Super Duck. You said it's Ace Duck.
It's Ace Duck.
No, it's Super Duck. Where's the Spider-Man duck at? Come on, Spider-Man duck. There's a
Where's
pink
the
duck.
duck?
Jason
Where's
D,
the
my
duck
boy,
with
the
the
pink
long
duck.
beak?
That's your duck, Paul, the pink one.
No,
Do
that's
not
Jason D.
disassemble.
Jason D took my duck. Give it back, Jason D.
I feel sorry for Johnny.
'Cause he's
Oh,
not
look, Tate Bum.
Oh,
Tate Bum.
Tate the bum.
Tate Bum has done it again.
Wow.
Oh, man. All right. We'll exit out of that. Show them what they
Blinding
won there,
white
Mr.
screen.
MT.
Did you do a giveaway in my book?
Yeah, didn't you say you were going to give away the book?
Yeah.
Oh
The
my
cornerstone of any respectable comic collection. No
Oh,
collection is
damn.
complete without a Turok number one. I don't get no fire for this, Paul. What's going on, man? I don't get no
You
fire.
got
Hold up, man.
Lawman come out of his grave, man.
Hold up, Law
Beat
man
you
about
over the
to
head
get
with
us.
a stick.
Choose between this and Hawk and Dove.
My God. You're not COVID. Oh, man.
Ways I don't own a Turok.
Dude, you're missing out, man. No collection is complete without one of these gems.
Carlos DLR says, damn, I'll never own a truck number one. Okay.
All right, hit me on IG and remind me. And I'll make sure you get your book.
All right, let's get this off. All right. Yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping in, weighing in. I appreciate it. Please, he said, Tate says, please, A-OK it to
Carlos DLR.
Carlos DL.
Okay.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with those green Turoks.
No, there isn't.
We don't have
No,
any
I'm just
in the
messing
South.
with MT, man. He's probably got short or a long box of them things.
I'm down to half
Yeah,
a
and
box.
I forgot who won, but hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna rewatch it. See who
I never
won.
saw one
But-
of those green Turoks till MT sent me one.
All right, I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us. We're Paul Takeover Wednesday. got a great interaction with the chat. Great topics we were talking about. I just want to say thank you to MT. He understood the assignment. I don't know what these two were doing. They probably just closed their eyes and they probably just closed their eyes and just watched the trailer.
At least we got it down that it was a movie this time.
All right. Let's go. We'll go to Strictly. Final shout outs and thank you, Strictly, for coming back again. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul, Carlos, MT, Edwin Price.
Carlos is not here, man.
I mean, it's his channel. We can give him thanks anyways. I mean, but yeah, no, it was fun talking about these two topics. I think we need to talk a little bit more in another show about CGC. We only kind of hit that for about 10 or 15 minutes. But, I mean, that always makes good discussion, talking about slabs, CGC versus CBCS, all that stuff. But there's definitely been some changes in the grading part of this hobby. But, maybe in the future. But no, thanks, everybody. It's been fun. And see you guys tomorrow on Power Auction.
Right. All right. Go ahead, MT. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you handing out the giveaway, even though it's trading hands in the in the aftermarket. So people are trading.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up and commented. Love interacting with you guys in the chat. Like when you guys ask questions, have theories about stuff, and can participate in our discussions here with you. Couldn't do it without you. Honored to be on with such a distinguished panel of top tier comic enthusiasts.
Well said, man. That's why you coming back, man.
Mr. Edwin Price, the modern comic guy. We even got to talk a little Tales to Astonish there for a bit. Edwin and I love to chat up Silver Age comics. And my good buddy Paul, thanks for having me on. Paul and I talk about this stuff all week long, so you get to peek in on some of our conversations here. Thanks to Carlos for having the channel here, and hopefully you come back, see us again.
All right, now we're going back to Mr. Edwin Price, my co-host. Oh, okay. What you doing now? What's going on?
All right. There used to be, when the hobby first started rolling in the early 70s, I mean, really, when you got into serious grading and stuff, there used to be 3 grades: good, fine, and mint. In 1973, Overstreet, Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man, a good condition copy was worth $15.
Is that a buy it now price?
A fine condition copy was worth $20. A mint condition copy was worth $25. I think methinks things have changed a bit in the last.
Oh, you think so? Oh, you think?
I'm thinking so. But that was the way in the old days we used to grade them, guys. So
I'll try to see what we could do. Flynn Games. We'll probably bring on somebody to talk. See if we can. But yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you. And to me, appreciate
chat
everybody.
With the comic artist.
I appreciate everybody.
I can draw anything.
With us tonight, Paul Takeover Wednesday. All right, MT. I'm gonna So everybody that was engaging with us, appreciate it. We don't know everything, so we love everybody to chime in on what the topics, and we appreciate it as always. And like Strictly was saying, check us out tomorrow, Power Auction on Thursday, and I'll be on Sunday for the affordable auction. I'll be hosting because Carlos is on a sabbatical, and I appreciate all the guys who showed up with me tonight. I always appreciate them, and I don't know what you're doing, but okay, let's go back to this guy. You
think Steve Ditko could have done any better?
Man, that looked like Ramita Jr., man. That's
a Jim Lee cover there, man.
Who did
That
that?
was the Edwin Price
That's an
special
Edwin Price original.
in
nice.
1988.
That was when you were at work. You're just bored, huh? You were riding the clock.
Yeah, well, you got to have some things to do.
So what happened? The nuclear plant, they scrambled it, so it gave you enough time to draw that.
Scrammed.
They
Not
scrambled. Scramble.
Sector 7G.
G14 classified or something like that.
Steve wouldn't take me under his wing, though. I said, I can draw. I could just quit engineering and draw anytime.
Steve thought, hold
on.
on.
So did you go to the Joe Kubert School of Art to do that?
So Steve thinks that you traced that after
talent.
him. Steve, hold that back up again.
Yeah.
Look at that, Steve. Steve must have been upset because he thought you traced that after him.
Nope, that is absolute freehand by yours truly. 1988, before you had all these fancy ways of doing things.
Oh,
before
all right,
McFarlane
good
came
night.
out with the web spaghetti. The spaghetti
Good
web.
night, everybody. Let me see. Where's I don't even think they have an outro.
10-8-88.
Where? I don't see it.
You just do the intro.
10-8-88.
I don't see it.
You do this here. And then you
okay.
the outro for